Hey everyone, welcome to our channel. And today, I will be reading A Katsu's Reader by Bon the Dragon on Tumblr. So let's get into it. The two of you started dating your second year. Dash Bond had finally asked you out after months. No, the whole year. Of his poor friends pushing him to do so. You were just as much part of the so-called Bakugou squad, but the group had their own separate group chat without you. Just so they can embarrass Katsuki and went to him about confessing. And maybe for him to try and tell him his own about you, but never he thought that you had done something so cute that he could just not keep it to himself. You were glad to share the same friend group. It spared the embarrassment of having to introduce your date to your friends kind of thing. When he asked you, you were over the moon and happily accepted his feelings. You thought he was beyond adorable, standing outside of a dorm room with some flowers and wearing a nice button-up and jeans. And you could hear the snickering and giggles coming from the corner of the hall. It seemed like Mina, Kirishima, Hamanari, and Sarah had finally got him to take you out. Later on, you learned it was a bet after he had lost at Mario Kart. He had taken you out to dinner, which ended up getting cut short because of the waiter giving up your table to another couple in accident. And you could see Katsuki holding back his squirt and yelling so he would not scare you off. You reassured him that it wasn't right now, and that you could simply go back to the dorms and try again next evening. Of course, that was not good enough for him. So he took your hand, and you both headed to the supermarket for some snacks and drinks. He made you dinner that night and watched a movie in the comments, and you could tell him he was still upset about the failed date and told him that you would not have it any other way, and that you preferred his cooking. And that, of course, boosted his ego and returned your comment with a shit-eating smirk. Now that you two were a thing, he grew more comfortable to you. Every time he would look at you, he turned 100 times more softer, screaming at Porizuku. You walk into the room, and Katsu completely quiets down. He's about to smack Dinky. Simply call out his name and he stops, now only sending death glares. It was the funniest thing to see you, having such an effect on the boy. He loved it when he got needy. If you did not have time to see him that day, he was all over you by the end of it. Of course, he did not admit it. Could think to you that his actions spoke louder than words. Cuddling was his favorite. Movie night, he cuddles. Just staying in your room, cuddles too. Heck, if you were standing and trying to do something, you know that boy will have his hands around your waist and head on your shoulder. Sometimes, and when he does this, and you don't pay him any attention, he slowly starts putting his whole body weight on you. He begins to slip off his feet, leaning more against you. No, now you have to turn around and at least give him a kiss on the nose, telling him that you will be done soon. It was no surprise to any of Class 1A students that Katsuki loved you. Though you think he would not be the type to show affection in public, I think you're quite wrong. Katsuki would just ignore them, because who cares about those dumb extras think? He will just hug you, or kiss you, and if someone gives him a dirty look, he'll just return it with one of his own. You two do not talk much. You're pretty quiet, and so is he, when he's not yelling at everyone, that is. Of course you two will strike up a conversation for sure, but Katsuki likes that the two of you could just stand in comfortable silence and enjoy each other's presence, especially with him not being that good at words. him kissing you, snuggling you, hugging, or just the way he looks at you was enough to tell you that he loved you. Honestly, it happened so often that the Baku squad just gave up on teasing. But not completely. The six of you will be in the common room, and you and Katsuki steal on the couch. And he would insist that there was no other room on the sofa, and that you had to lay on him as he stretches his body out. After a while, if it gets late, or he's bored and does not want to move, he will turn over with you still in his arms and face the back of the couch. While you have your back to it, you both will be facing each other, and he'll pull you into his chest as you lay there in comfortable silence. Katsu, you sigh as he rolls both of you over. Hmm? You're going to squish me. A couple times, when it's boys and girls night, the girls will have to turn him to comments, and Katsuki will be sitting in one of the other rooms with the one-eyed guys, and he's quickly annoyed and wants to leave. And after Kurashima and Kaminari attempt to stop him, they failed, and he makes his way to the kitchen for something to drink before heading to his own room. And once he is downstairs, he sees you, and suddenly, the whole drink situation never existed in the first place. He begins walking towards the girls, and yourself, who was sitting in the circle playing a game. And once you noticed him, Mina and Tsuru yell at him to leave. He ignores the comments and picks you up, and over his shoulder, just like a sack of potatoes. This not being the first time, he just gives the girls an apologetic smile and wave, knowing you really could not get out of it. He walks into your room, shutting the door behind him and plopping you and himself onto the bed. My room? You say, shifting to get comfortable. Yeah. He situates himself on top of you and moves your hand to his hair, and you automatically run your fingers through his soft locks, working away at the roots, while Katsuki just nuzzles into your chest.
Thank you guys for listening. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment. I hope you enjoyed listening to this as much as I did making it. Anyway, goodbye.